What's going on, y'all? Chuck Nunface here. Going to be taking a look at this knife today, loaned to me from my friend Introverted 2A. So he sent me a couple of knives, and I don't know if you've seen the video, but if you go back a little ways, you will see the video review of the knife that he also loaned me, which is the precursor to this and kind of the higher end version of this knife right here. This is the Giant Mouse Ace Jutland, and it is based off of the Giant Mouse GM8. So this is the G10, or in this case my Carta version, liner lock version, and downgraded steel from the much more limited release GM series of knives. So Giant Mouse will release a series of knives. They'll have higher end materials. It'll be full TI. It'll be liner lock. I believe it's liner lock. I don't think. Yeah, I'm 99% sure it's liner, or not liner lock, frame lock. I don't think it's not a liner lock like these. And it'll be typically M390 will be the steel choice. And it'll be a lot more expensive than the more production version that comes out several months typically after with different steel and different materials and everything else. So kind of with that out of the way, this knife right here, it is going to have a 1, 2, 3, about a 3.5 inch blade with about a 3.25 inch cutting edge, maybe just a tad more than that. And it's going to be about, let's see here, overall it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, about 8.25 inches overall length. It is going to be running on bearings, and it is going to have, the blade is going to be a nice flat ground right there with a swedge, and it's going to be LMAX steel in this guy as well, as shown right there. So that's going to be LMAX as opposed to M390. Now this of course is a liner lock, as you can see right there, a TI liner lock, and it's got a nice titanium backspacer right there. The clip is a wire clip, which, to be perfectly honest, I really like wire clips, and especially on a knife like this, I think that wire clip is a nice addition, and it's going to be reversible to either side right there. So that is kind of how that knife is. It comes in a nice little cardboard box with a little canvas pouch, and that's pretty much what you get when you get this guy. These are significantly less expensive. I don't have the cost on hand, but I think the GM8 was probably almost the full TI version was almost $400, something like that. And this is less than half that. So they're significantly cheaper. And as I say, this is my Carta right here. I don't know what the original color was. Introverted 2A. He had dyed this. He used some RIT dye and changed the handle scale. So it was probably like a natural micarta. And now it's got that purple violet micarta going on. So he did a good job. It's real even all the way throughout. So he did a good job dyeing the scales. So kudos to him. There's not I can't remember exactly the things that I liked and didn't like about the original GM8. I did know at the end of the day it was a knife that I ultimately wouldn't seek to buy. This knife's no different. I really wouldn't seek to buy this knife either. But that being said, I do like it more than I like the GM8. The action is better, on this one as opposed to maybe the other one. Some of the action was better on some than other ones, but the action is better on this for sure. It can be deployed really easy with either a push button or a light switch, or middle finger flick is really good on it. Thumb is doable, but it's not nearly as comfortable. Like I would just do, either use the flipper or do the Spidey flick on that. That's the way I would do it. I have used this knife a little bit. I've carried it a little bit, used it a little bit. It's not mine. I haven't really done a whole lot with it. But I have, and it's a very nice edge that Josh put on. I don't think this is going to be a factory edge, but he put a nice kind of toothy, I would say probably went to 600 grit on that, no more, on his KME. And so he put a nice edge on that, so that's very nice. Doesn't look like it's factory. Could be though, but I don't think it is. Yeah, and he did say in his note, what did he say in his note? I think I've got it here. Here's the Jutland. Only thing I did was dye the scales and lubed it with Gunny Glide. It's a user, so don't be shy. Just added some Loctite to the pivot because it was coming loose and the blade was coming off center. Have fun. So that being said, it looks like the blade is still a little off center. It has come to me that way. Like, you know, I'm not going to fiddle with it. It may bother you. It may not bother you. If you're the owner of this, this is a sample size of 1. Others may not be like that. But, you know, just on this one, and like I say, I haven't fiddled with it especially since he put Loctite in, and I'm not going to mess with it anymore. But yeah, it's a cool knife. You know, I'm definitely happy to be able to check it out. It's not one that I'm going to seek to purchase. Giant Mouse, I've never really found one that I've had a few come through. Which one did I have? I had like a Nimbus come through, and then I had GM12 or something like that. It was really kind of a cool knife and everything else, but I don't know. I've never really been so drawn to them where I had to absolutely get one of these knives, and I had to put it into the collection. So in any case, I'm going to go wrap it up here. If you haven't done so already, if you wouldn't mind, please go ahead and click that little button in the corner and consider subscribing to the channel. I definitely would appreciate it. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this knife or Giant Mouse knives in general. If you have the Jutland, or if you have the GM8, what your opinion was on one or both, or you know, if you think the GM8 is significant enough upgrade to justify the cost over the Jutland. But in any case, that'll do it for me. Appreciate y'all checking it out. Stay tuned for more content, and I will be back soon. Peace.